So, you're visiting Baguio soon. You are either a returning visitor, a foreigner, or this is your very first time. You want it stress-free and be assured of a smooth visit. In this video, we will guide you on how to visit Baguio this Christmas season 2022. Baguio City is the coolest city in the Philippines. Literally. In November and December, the temperature dips down to about 56 degrees at night. This is cool for Philippine standards. It is also famous for its mountain views, pine trees, strawberries, and oddly, brooms. Yep, brooms that you use to sweep the floor. It is a unique place, rich in culture, great places to eat, and the people are very friendly. Before we continue, the good news is Baguio is fully open to all travelers. No more caps or limits. As long as you are not currently sick with COVID, you should be able to enter. But you have to have a tourist pass, and that's one of the things we'll be talking about today. Now, there are a lot of people that visit Baguio during the Christmas season. Today is about the end of September. We are still in the tail end of the rainy season, so we do not have a lot of visitors coming. Although this will soon pick up, and we are already seeing signs of a vibrant tourist season. Remember, December is historically a high season for tourists. Now let's dive into the top 3 questions people ask when coming to Baguio. Number 1, how to book your hotel and what area do we recommend for you to stay? How to get your tourist pass, and what transportation to use when getting to Baguio, and what to use while you are in the city. Here we go. First tip, in finding your accommodation, do it as early as you can. Hotels get fully booked during this time. Use Agoda, Booking.com, Kayak, TripAdvisor, Trivago, Airbnb to look for your place. I prefer Agoda, but any of this will suffice. As far as location is concerned, where is the best area to stay? Well, the decision depends on 2 things. Do you want convenience or ambiance? Let me explain. If you want convenience, stay near the city center, indicated in this map. For navigation purposes, the city center is where Burnham Park is located, which you can see as a man-made lake on the map. I would consider hotels within about a half a mile of this lake to be in the city center. The advantage here is that you have everything near you and you have ready access to transportation. If you need to go to other tourist spots, and the nightlife is right around here. Examples of hotels near the city center are the City Center Hotel in Session Road and Hotel Venice. There are also numerous alternatives depending on your budget. If you want to experience the cool ambiance of Baguio, pine trees, cool breeze, quiet mountainside, then look for hotels located farther away from the city. This is advisable only if you have your own vehicle. I would suggest staying in the Camp John Hay area with hotels like The Manor, Lemonade, and the Forest Inn. Camp John Hay used to be a U.S. Air Force R&R base, R&R meaning rest and relaxation, and it does live up to that purpose. A word of caution, these are more expensive hotels as they range from $100 to $200 depending on season or demand. Other hotels and other types of accommodations like Airbnbs and transient houses abound in various parts of the city that cater to all types of budgets. Remember, like anywhere else, you get what you pay for. I think the sweet spot in Baguio is around 2,000 pesos per night or $40 per night for a decent hotel. If you are on a constrained budget, traveling with a group, or the more adventurous type, there are places listed on Airbnb or Facebook Marketplace. You just have to invest time in doing your research. Okay, now that you have your place to stay, let's go to the next step, which is getting your tourist pass. The tourist pass, or QTP, could either be yellow or blue. More on that later. First, let's talk about how to get your pass. To get your visitor pass, you must sign up to the Visita website. This site is run by the city government. You sign in and then fill up a form to apply for a QTP. QTP is short for QR-coded Tourist Pass. This was instituted because of the pandemic and has been in effect since the city opened to tourism this year. This pass, required by the city, is to ensure that you comply with the current COVID requirements. To know which type of pass to apply for, there are 3 basic types of travelers: leisure, essential, and permanent. Leisure travelers, tourists, this is probably where you're going to be falling under. You have to be fully vaccinated or have an RT-PCR test 72 hours prior to arrival. Essential travelers, other than those leisure travelers, including travel for business or emergencies. The only difference is that you can apply for a pass the same day of the visit, and you can do the rapid antigen test within 24 hours prior to arrival if unvaccinated. Other people, permanent or long-term residents, people who study, work, or reside long-term in the city, no need to register. Just have with you at all times proof of Baguio City residency. Now, before you jump in and fill out the form, have a picture of your vaccination card and an accepted form of ID to upload to the website. A passport or driver's license will do. Just take pictures of the documents with your phone and upload to the website when prompted. As mentioned, if unvaccinated, you need to get tested. After completing the form, call your hotel so they can approve your pass. If you're staying in someone's residence, your approval will come a few days before your visit. Just be patient, it will come. Once you get your QTP, print it out and you just show it whenever checkpoints ask for it. Upon arrival in Baguio, you have to go to the triage center located in the Baguio Convention Center or Camp John Hay if you have a yellow QTP to be triaged. If you have a blue QTP, your hotel has a triage center that you can use. Just go directly to your hotel. The third and last question in our visit to Baguio is what transportation to use. No airplanes to Baguio, but you can use the next best thing, a deluxe bus. The best transportation to Baguio is the air-conditioned deluxe bus. There are a lot of buses that go to Baguio from all over the Philippines, but if coming from Manila, which most people do, the best companies are Victory Liner Bus or the Genesis Transport Service. And there's also that Solid North Bus if you are located near PITX. Their deluxe buses are non-stop and could make the trip in about 5 to 6 hours. The higher priced buses are equipped with bathrooms. The Joy Bus even has your own entertainment screen for movies and games, just like an airplane. They have comfortable seats with wide enough leg room to make your journey as smooth as possible. A quick tip, if you do not like riding buses or for the quickest trip, take the midnight or early morning trip and sleep during the ride. Because there is no traffic delay, it will only take about 4 hours for the whole trip. But of course, you're sacrificing the view on the way and the excitement of driving up the mountain roads to Baguio. Book a few days ahead. You can visit the Victory Liner Terminal or the Genesis Terminal in Pasay or Cubao to purchase the tickets ahead of time. But you can do it online using the links here, but if booking online, you just have to be doing it at least 3 days ahead. VictoryLiner.com has tickets for 576 pesos for regular air-conditioned bus. Their first-class bus costs $999 but has its onboard bathroom, more space, and non-stop. To book Genesis Bus, they do not have their own website but go to iwantseats.com.ph or pinoytravel.com.ph. They are third-party sites that for a small fee will book for you. Just be reminded that you have to do this about 3 days before your departure because they stop booking online. You can still book at the terminal all the way to the last minute as long as there are seats left, of course. Well, that's it. Make sure you print out your boarding pass or screenshot on your phone and you're on your way. Now, some people ask, how do you go around Baguio? The answer is using a taxi. Unlike other places in the Philippines where you can rent scooters or use tricycles, Baguio is a taxi heaven. It is not expensive and it's easy. They have loading spots in all the tourist places and you can flag them down from the street. Upon arrival at the terminal, there are taxis that you can take to your triage location at the convention center or straight to your hotel. Yes, Baguio has regular taxis that use the flag down meters. They're trustworthy and you don't need to haggle. Taxis are the best means of transportation. They are cheap and everything is just a few minutes away. Unless, of course, you get caught up in traffic. Most hotels will have their check-in at 2 or 3 p.m., but you can leave your luggage with them if you come early. Just take a stroll downtown or maybe catch a bite to eat in the meantime while waiting for your room. That's it. 3 simple steps and you are on your way to a happy vacation. Now for recommendations or tips on what places to visit, we have a video of that coming, so watch out for it. Subscribe to our channel and press that notification bell. Hope you enjoy your stay and comment below if you have any additional tips or how your trip went. Since you stayed all the way to the end of this video, here are some bonus tips. Use comfortable hiking shoes. You will be doing a lot of walking. Also, take an extra pair just in case it rains and your shoes get wet. It's difficult to dry shoes in the humid cold. Bring a light jacket or sweater. It gets cold at night. Like any other city or popular tourist spot, be careful of your belongings. The city center and the public market are notorious for pickpockets, but don't let that discourage you from coming. It is rare, but it is just good to be cautious. If you smoke, it is prohibited to do so in all the Baguio City parks. Make sure you are smoking in designated areas provided by the hotel or the restaurants. There is a fine for being caught. If you drive, there is a number coding of vehicles. To reduce traffic, vehicles are prohibited to drive on certain days of the week depending on the last digit of your vehicle plate number. So check that list out. If you are driving, the best place to park while in the city is in the SM Mall parking lot. It only costs around $2 for the whole day. If you don't like big crowds, plan your trips during the week and avoid the weekends. Also, the holidays, especially Christmas and New Year, are extremely crowded. So avoid them if at all possible. Follow the rules and be a responsible tourist so you can enjoy your stay in the summer capital of the Philippines.